Hi, lunch over, back to the easel. I thought I'd go back to do some moorland scenes. I like doing them. I like to see moors, Dartmoor, Exmoor, and they're the ones I'm familiar with. Bodmin, camped there once, well with traders, and it's been after a lot of rain and half the sites have been flooded, believe it or not, on a moor, on a quite a hilly moor. We stayed there and went to the Padstow May Day celebration. So it was over the Maybank holiday. I can't remember how long ago it was. So very crowded, but wonderful day. You can't park anywhere near the town, you have to get the park and ride bus, which we did. Great time. Right, I'll take my pallets out of the case. This is only an impression, I'm not copying anything, I'm just making it up from experience. Great idea this from Maria, this bag, so I can keep the paints fairly, well, very moist. Right, so we'll do a bit of, let's use burnt sienna in the sky instead of the raw sienna. I just clean up a little bit from the earlier effort. Okay, so get nice and warm. Maybe a simpler Payne's grey in the sky with the burnt sienna. And darker on the top. Well, get some perspective into the sky, so the detail more, well, the darker bit here, going down to a lighter landscape. Bit of a threatening sky. Right, okay, so I'm tempted now to keep it very simple tones, but I'm going to use a bit of blue in there. So get my hills, distant hills. Well, a lot of these, or around this area, get tors. They are huge pieces of granite that somehow in some age gone by, the landscape was quite cataclysmically settled and raised these marvellous stones, standing stones, done by giants. That's what it looks like. Right, a bit of sienna in now. Some light. That was some yellow, some lemon yellow. Right, let's see what happens there. I'll warm up the foreground a bit. I'll just stretch the paper a little bit. Are you still with me there? Let's just move it around a bit. Right, okay, so back with the burnt sienna, a bit of Payne's grey. Just some shadow in the landscape here as well, from that sky. Okay, so they're supposed to be hills rather than, that's it, there's nothing too dramatic there. Right, okay, so a nice sweep of shadow in the hill over there. Right, okay, so I'm going to let that dry off a little bit. I'll put a bit of detail in with the card. I like the cards. So we'll, but not too much. And we'll have a path going through there, I think. And that sort of effect with these stones. Put some in the distance. There are quite a few of them. Yes, it's actually once on mine. But I'm exaggerating them a little bit for the sake of artistic license. There are lots of farms on this moor, the Dartmoor, as well. That'll do. Right, let's get some detail in the distance now. So we want some trees from very distant. There are not a lot of trees on Dartmoor, but there are some. So just a bit of grey. Lots of hedgerows and stuff, and stone walls, distant farms, bit of blue I think. It's all good fun. It goes to show how you can do so much with so little. You know, you don't need hundreds of colours. Learn to use the colours you've got. Now, you know my palette, but I'll give it to you again. It's lemon yellow, raw sienna, alizarin crimson, light red, ultramarine, burnt umber, Payne's grey, and and burnt sienna. With those colours, you can have a lot of fun. Learn to learn to stretch. Use your imagination, use all your colour mixes. See, the fewer colours you use, the more colour harmony you get in a picture. Because you're using the same colours throughout. So, but you don't have to, you can use whatever ones you want. But this is just my way of painting, which I've always done. So let's put in some big greeny gorse and whatever. Just Payne's grey, burnt sienna and the yellow with these lovely warm dark greens. So hopefully this will throw back, by using warm colours here, will throw back the distance. Okay, so that'll be coming over here. All very impressionist. Some here. Over the top of those rocks, just to highlight them. There's a little bit of water, bring the hairs back together again. I seem to be loving Payne's grey again, don't I? But it is such a nice, or a shortcut to a darker green. You can use blue, which I use, blue, burnt sienna, burnt umber, and the lemon yellow, all very simple. Put a bit more blue in there. I'm just going to add that to a little bit of I'm watching some of this. That's it. I'm basing it on a previous one that I wasn't very happy with. So just get that sketched in there. Right, okay. And those rocks, so they highlight just some scrubby grass. Oh, just a little bit warmer there with these hedgerows here, going off into less detail, more blue in the background. Put that as a part, like a slope through the tours and into the picture. They're all very dry. Right, just flick out a few bits of trunk. Right, okay, so that will do. Probably a bit in here. Showing the shape of the ground, the slopes. Right, okay. I'll use the rigger now and put in some figures. So I'll use a bit of sienna to give them a nice bright coat to contrast with. Right, that's probably not heavy enough. Some nice jeans. Oh, these got a bit big. Okay, it's not too bad. Gives scale to everything, doesn't it? And we can put a smaller one in beyond. Further up the slope, or down the slope, whatever. I'll put some birds in. Just try them out there. His head's a bit big. Okay, you do. Right, some birds. Okay, and just some hard detail coming out of the grassy covering of soil, subsoil on a very rocky terrain. So really just how to paint, or my version of painting some moorland scene very simply. I'll give it a signature and right, okay, so that seems to be that. I'll put it in the ivory mount, I won't use the blue one. because there isn't a lot of blue in this. Just using different colours. Okay, so there we are, something a little bit different, mainly because of the colours that I've used. I hope you enjoyed that. Let's come round here and a nice bit of colour in that. I don't think it's too drab. These clouds, well, I started off doing a two-tone, but I added one or two others. Probably 4 colours. There's the burnt sienna, Payne's grey, lemon yellow and burnt sienna, and a bit of ultramarine, so 5 colours max. I could have done without the blue, but the blue just gave that distance. So let's zoom in. Look at the background, it's slightly misty, getting heavier as we come to the foreground. Clumps of trees and stone walls, whatever you want it to be. It's just an impression. You have to do some of the work by making the painting come to life in your mind. Okay, so I enjoyed doing that. Alright, thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye bye.